I think in an area like the Bay Area, I would say a lot of, students or educational programs are very STEM focused. And so this is one of the few ones where people who are interested in journalism can go to really get the experience and exposure they need to be successful in journalism and find out if they really enjoy it. I noticed that Mosaic was one of the ones where you could go for free, and I was like, why wouldn't I go to that one, right? But then I did a little more research and it looked like a really cool program. Also, there were some of the upperclassmen who have already went there and they said they had a really good experience, especially with their lessons on how to plan and structure your articles. I think that can be very helpful for, you find an angle, right? And then you can base your questions around that. And so it's a lot easier to get the information you need when you have that planning. My first story was about the San Jose Museum of Quilts and Textiles. And currently, they're in a fundraising crisis. They need to raise $300,000 by June 30th. And I thought that would make a really interesting story because it's one of the few museums that actually specialize in that area. My editor, she gave me a lot of really helpful advice. So what she did was we would go through our story together. Like, she was very, I guess you could say, hands-on about the approach, and we would sit down to have these conversations together so I could really understand what she was saying through her edits. And I think that was really helpful. It can be hard to criticize yourself, if that makes sense, because you're like, it's fine, right? Like, I wrote it, it's fine. I think it really, really helps to have a second pair of eyes, and that's something that I've definitely been getting a lot more in Mosaic, and I want to have that sort of feedback in the future. And it was really fun that we could pick our own groups and interact with people to create, interesting final product or get cool shots and just discuss creative aspects of journalism. I think just improving and expanding on that collaborative aspect of editing is probably one of my biggest takeaways.